Welcome to the show, everyone. Woohoo! We've got Michael Henderson in the house, and
I'm
he's
here.
the owner of Tapestry Insurance Group. Welcome to the show. You have been on my show many times, over and over and over the last, well, almost a year now. And you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what you do, and you have something that you said to me before you came on the air.
Yeah.
And that was, you have these new bags.
Oh, yeah.
And on the bag it says Tapestry Insurance Group, we interpret Medicare.
Yeah, because that's what we do,
Tell
education
everybody
and
about it.
interpretation. Well, thanks for inviting me back all the time. You know, I thought you'd get tired of me by now. No.
I love having everyone on my show.
No, we do. You know, we specialize in Medicare. We have an insurance agency here in Arizona. We cover the Southwest, though, with insurance agents across the Southwest, over 100 agents that we work with in several states. And we help people with their Medicare. So we help them, we help them interpret Medicare. We educate them. We want to make sure that people know what they have for them. I mean, whether it's somebody that's retired from the military, there's plans that fit for them perfectly. Whether it's somebody that's retired from a Fortune 500 company, they're just plans that fit for everybody. Somebody that's on Medicaid, there are plans that go with Medicare that help them. So there's a lot of stuff out there, and we help them interpret that. We help the education side of that. Yeah.
We're live on Facebook. Hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We'll be sharing the show afterwards. Here's what I want to talk about with you, okay? First of all, you service the entire Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
And so when anybody calls in, whether you call the toll number, free number, or
Mm-hmm.
for here, the local number, they get you.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes you have to leave a message, but still he calls you. But here's the thing that you do. You speak to every single person and you get to know them first.
Yeah.
Because you've got to find out what's going on in their life, right?
Yeah, and I want to hook them up or put them together with the insurance agent that's going to fit for them. So, you know, an insurance agent, even here in the Valley. I mean, we're a huge area here. You know, somebody that knows the East Valley. You know, I'm going to connect you with, if you're in the West Valley, I'm going to connect you with somebody in the West Valley that knows the hospitals, knows the doctors on that side of town. So, and then of course that goes for other states as well. If somebody calls and they are moving or they're in another state, we would connect them with an agent there. But we want to make sure that you're getting the information that's pertinent for you, which means your area and things like that. You could call a call center. The problem is they're wherever they are, Minnesota or Florida or wherever they are, they don't know Maricopa County in Arizona. They don't know the doctor groups. They don't know the networks. They don't know the plans. We have over 50 plans available here just in the Medicare Advantage plans, not including supplements and not including prescription drug plans, across over more than 10 carriers. So there's a lot of stuff here, and we're here to help them make sense of that.
Well, every day is a Medicare day.
Every day is a Medicare day.
And we've been saying that too. Also, you brought up a point that I wrote down as you were talking, and that is people that don't live here. We have a lot of people that are moving in all of the time,
Mm-hmm.
especially the older folk, because this happens to be that just type of a state, right?
Yeah.
And they should call someone like you. What a great number to be able to give out, because when you move here, that's the one thing, especially when you want to know what doctors, what's in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Great kind of thing to think about to promote yourself that way too,
Yeah.
because there are tons of people coming here, people that have their parents that are moving here, maybe they're not.
Yes. Well, a case in point, I talked to a woman this morning. She called me. I returned her call this morning because I had a free minute. And she's on Medicare now, but she's working for an employer, so she's just on Medicare Part A. And she wants to prepare and get ready to go, so we educated her on how to do that. But I was able to, on that phone call, say, hey, let's look at your doctors, give me your prescriptions, and let me do some research for you. So when you're ready to retire in November, still a couple months away, but we'll have a plan. We'll already have, we'll be able to dice through everything and go from there. So it's all about preparation for me.
It is all about preparation for everything in this world. And
Yeah.
honestly, the Medicare season is upon us.
It is. It's annual enrollment, right? And annual enrollment is October 15th through December 7th. So that is around the corner. And we are prepped and ready to go. We are getting all the new the new informational kits from all the carriers, all the plans. And on October 1st, we are able to talk about those plans. We can't talk about them until October 1st, but we're getting all that information now. So that way you have the information, and then October 15th, you're able to change plans between October 15th and December 7th.
The best thing to do is have a conversation
Yeah.
with him. You know, it's a free service completely to you guys out there. And you could call him direct at 602-541-7656. Toll free, it's 800-506-8810. Check him out on his website. It is tapestryinsuranceGroup.com. And we talk a lot about Medicare with you because there's a lot of things that people don't understand.
Yeah.
How you can help them, why they should call someone like you. And first of all, the first reason is that you're here. You're a live person here in
Yep.
Arizona.
Yeah, and there's no cost or obligation. We want to educate you. If you make a change, the carriers pay us. Okay, so there's no cost, so don't be nervous about that. If you don't make a change, we're happy because we know that you're on the right plan for you. There's a lot of options. We want to make sure you're on the right plan for you. So it's all about education. If you do make a change, we get paid, but it's not by you. So call us. It's just a conversation. I do want to say on the contact, if you don't want to make a phone call to get a hold of me, go to our website, TapestryInsuranceGroup.com. Go to the contact page and enter your information there, and I'll get an email in my personal email box that and I can give you a call that way as well. So yeah, we have lots of ways.
I think also, I'll just mention that again, it's TapestryInsuranceGroup.com. I want to also talk a little bit about this year being probably one of the weirdest years we've ever had. In a long time. I don't know what it was like a long time ago, but I know it's been crazy. With the virus, with COVID, has that affected Medicare in any way?
I think it's affected everything. It's been a weird year. I mean, I hit a roll of carpet on my way to the radio station today on the highway.
I almost hit a tire.
If that's not weird. So yes, we've had COVID. We have a lot of natural disasters and things like that. I guess that's what I would call it happening. And it's going to be an election year. Now I'm not getting into politics, but don't be nervous because it's an election year. It seems like when it's an election year, people freeze and they don't want to look at stuff because they're afraid that whatever happens after the election, their plan might change. These plans are set in stone for next year. They're already decided on back in May of this year for 2021.
So that's a good point.
Yeah.
Don't wait.
Don't wait. The same plans are going to be available before November 3rd as are after November 3rd.
Right, it won't really matter.
Yeah.
But a lot of people think that, and I bet you they don't know that.
It happens every election year. It happens every one.
I say this on every show, and I'm sure everybody hates hearing it so much, but the truth is, it's this great show. Why is it such a great show?
Because we're here.
But because it's this great information that people get to hear.
Yeah.
And, and let me tell you something. Everybody has a different personality and this and that. What I really love about you is you are there for your clients.
Yeah.
You get to know them on a personal level, and you follow them for a very long time. I know that about you. You have lots of stories that you've told about us. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk further. You can call him direct at 602-541-7656. Toll free is 800-506-8810. He services the entire Southwest. This is a free service, so give him a call, and if you don't want to call, you can always go up on the contact page and leave a little message right there on the website. It is TapestryInsuranceGroup.com. What do we like to say here? Every day is a Medicare day. Woo-hoo! We're going to go to a break. We'll be right back.
Almost went woohoo too early.
Well, we're still live on Facebook, so I don't know if you have any stories or anything. I know that you're ramping up for the big time now that's going up here. So
we'll talk about the Medicare information sessions we're doing online, and we partner with some of the medical groups.
Oh, that's what you said you wanted to talk about, right?
That. Yeah, I figured we'd do that the last half.
Okay.
And I'll talk about the offices that we have. We'll have agents at the offices where we keep them wiped down and stuff. If somebody wants to set it in person at an office, maybe if they're more comfortable with that. So yeah, touch on some of that.
So
Some
when
of the
you're
stuff we don't
doing
normally
this,
touch on.
seeming that the season is literally maybe a week and a half away.
Yeah. Not far.
Right now, it's a lot of learning for you to learn all the different stuff, or do you get some downtime before that?
No, like I was working till 12:30 last night. I guess that's this morning. 12:30 this morning. You know, doing stuff, and we have to recertify every year. It's one of, I don't want to say the most, but even lawyers and stuff, they don't have the recurrent education we do. Every carrier, and there's just in Maricopa, there's 10 carriers, and I'm in 28 states, but every carrier we have to recertify with every year. We have to go to school on every carrier every year. Yeah.
On every carrier?
Every single year. As well as with...
How do you do that?
As well as with CMS.
Can you get it done all in one weekend or what?
No, it takes weeks. It's all online now, of course, but it's still all their modules, and then you have to take a test. If you don't pass the test, you can't work with that carrier.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's a lot.
It's people
should understand that.
very, very highly governed.
I'm going to talk about that for a minute. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I mean, they need to understand that.
Yeah.
You really need to know your stuff.
Yeah. And so it's I feel like it's important work that we do. You know,
You
it's not
absolutely
glamorous,
do.
but it's important.
But you do, because there's so many people out there that don't know what they're doing. The single folks, I have so much I could talk about. I could give you like little bullet points that I think that are really important. When you don't have somebody, what about something like me, let's say when I get that age, I don't have anybody in my family left. There's not people that I can talk to.
Yeah.
And, that's when you're like, what do I do? What do I do?
Yep. People, it's funny because I've probably told this story. People have been on their company insurance their whole life. If they work for a big company,
Right.
and the biggest decision they make on their insurance is how much is coming out of their check.
Right,
every
I know,
month.
exactly.
Or if they really
get,
get deep, let's say the company offers 2 plans, they look at the deductible, right?
I know.
And now they're thrown into Medicare, where you get a book from Medicare this thick, and then you get a pile of mail from all the carriers this thick, and everybody's lost.
I know.
I've had people break down in tears in front of me because
it's wrong.
yeah.
So welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Michael Henderson, and he's live here in the studio. I love having Michael here. He is your advocate, a seniors advocate, and you are the owner of Tapestry Insurance Group, and we've been talking a little bit about Medicare. This is a free service, you guys out there to you. We also have been talking a little bit about some of the people on Facebook now that we've been during the break, about people who are, like I was saying, there's people who are divorced or have lost nobody in their family, nobody to talk to anymore. This is someone you can talk to here. He knows you can't call these 800 numbers on the television or what you hear. This is not good.
Several years ago I had a gentleman that I was working with. I was in his home because we were doing more in-home appointments then. And he had outlived his wife. He had outlived his children, believe it or not, which is crazy. And he was all alone. But I was able to sit down with him. We talked for a long time. We were able to educate him on what his options were, and we found something that would work for him. And that's the important thing. You can ask your auto insurance person, you can ask your neighbors, you can ask your kids, but they don't know the plans. Like I said, there's over 50 Advantage plans just in Maricopa County alone.
Right, and everybody's situation is different.
Yeah.
Go up on the website, it's tapestryinsuranceGroup.com. You can even go to the contact page and put some information there. The number to call them direct, it's 602-541-7656. Toll free, it's 800-506-8810. He services the entire Southwest. We also talked at the break a little bit about how much education you have to get. It's more than a doctor, surgeon.
I don't know about that, but it's
pretty close.
Maybe it's close. Maybe not the initial education, but yearly for every single carrier. And just here in Maricopa, there's like 10 carriers just for Advantage plans. We have to go to basically school for every carrier every year. Plus, we have to get a certification that's approved by the government Center for Medicare Services. So we have to basically go to school every single year for every carrier that we represent. So there's a lot of reoccurring education there's a lot of compliance and things like that.
And he's in 28 states, so he's very busy learning. But that's what you do. You learn all what's going on.
Yeah.
Right now, people, we also want you to know, don't be afraid about waiting for this election. This is not something that you need to do, because these plans are in place way longer. They're going to stay for this way for next year.
Yep.
So right now is the time to call and talk and find out what he can do and make sure that you're covered correctly. I think that's the most important thing.
Well,
save you money.
Your needs change. Your healthcare needs might change. Your income may change. Things like that. And any one of those changes, your plan may change. So there's other plans out there. Every election, and it's not just this election. Every election, a lot things that come up are about healthcare. You know, they're always revolved around healthcare. They're going to make changes or whatever. Medicare's already set. They're talking about under 65. When they're talking about healthcare, it's generally under 65. The Medicare stuff is set for next year, just like you said.
So again, you could call them direct. That number is 602-541-7656, tapestryinsuranceGroup.com. Every day
is a
Medicare day. We have people every day turning 65.
Yeah,
you know?
over 4,000 a month just here in Arizona.
Now, also you had, you told me that you partnered with some healthcare.
Yeah, so we've got we're working with Hatfield Medical Group out in the East Valley, 4C Medical Group around the valley as well, and we're doing in partnership with them some Medicare educational events, webinars online. Those will be posted soon. We're still working out the dates, but those will be posted soon on our Facebook page, Tapestry Insurance Group Facebook page. So keep our event page, keep updated, because that's going to get updated. We're going to have a lot of events, in-person events at our offices, where we'll have agents available to do in-person meetings if you would like, or schedule an appointment. We'll do these webinars online. And it's nice to learn a little about the medical group during the Medicare educational part, because some of these medical groups offer their own little benefits. Some of them offer free transportation to their office, so you don't even have to drive there. Yeah.
Wow, I want that.
I
We
know.
won't hit any carpet.
I know. Hopefully they don't have a carpet in their way like I did.
Look at how funny he is. So the other thing that we wanted to talk about too was in the offices, and how people should not feel kind of worried about that, because how you're taking care of everything with COVID and all of that.
Yeah. You know, the plans make adjustments to make sure that people are getting the coverage they need. When the COVID thing hit, several carriers, for instance, reduced copays to their primary care doctor to zero, and specialists to zero, so that they could make sure that people weren't, delaying on healthcare, because they want to make sure people stay healthy. It's not just if you have something bad that healthcare is for. It's to make sure that you stay healthy. That's what the carriers really want to do.
And you need to do that, especially as older as you get, right?
Right. It's if they can keep you healthy, really, when you think about it, if the company keeps you healthy, they spend less in your healthcare. So they would rather catch something early than have to do a major surgery down the road.
And you know what? Here's the same thing. You just said that, but it applies to Medicare and what you're doing. It makes sense to check and find out now, so that you know in advance, and you're not trying to, do this. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. I mean, a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But it applies to the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And again, it's all information. We talked about it earlier. There's no cost to talk to us. If you make a change and you do that through us, we get paid by the carriers for our time to help you. So there's no cost to somebody to have a conversation with us.
Right, and you know what? You can go into their office. This is what I meant before, because you're cleaning up everything. You've got everything sanitized. You want to make sure that people know.
I got off track.
Yeah, I know. That's okay. I got you.
Yes, so we have an office in Sun City West at the Safeway Shopping Center there on Camino del Sol. We have an office by the Bass Pro Shops on Dobbs and in Mesa. And we do appointments there. If you want to set up a time to do an appointment there, or drop by to set up a time or talk with an agent, we are going to have agents in those offices during AEP or annual enrollment. And yes, we keep it clean in between appointments. We wipe the desk down and things like that. We want to keep our clients safe.
You are so all about your clients, and
Yeah.
that's one thing that you have been doing ever since this whole COVID thing started. Was the first thing is that you said, I want to make sure my clients are safe. You haven't come, you don't even go out most of the time, except now things are changing a little bit. So, there's been a shift, a little tiny bit of shift.
Yeah.
Free service to you out there. people questions need to be answered. And don't just ask your neighbor. Do not ask even your husband or wife or your significant other. They don't know. And your plan could be different. You could even be married to somebody,
Yep.
and you could have two different plans. Go ahead.
Yeah, people aren't used to that. When you work for a company, you and your spouse are on the same plan as a married couple. When you're on Medicare, you get to choose the plan that's right for you. I can guarantee you, my wife's health needs are different than mine. When we're on Medicare, when we go on Medicare, and she's going to be on a different plan than I am. I'll probably be much less healthy than her when I turn 65.
But women have different needs.
Yeah, exactly. And so there is a plan that is going to work for everybody. Like I said, there's over 55 just on Advantage plans, plus supplements, plus prescription drugs.
So let's talk about I'm talking about medicine. I couldn't even get the word out.
Yeah.
Everybody has different prescriptions, so you have different things that you're doing, and this is where you come in, and you know the right plans for them.
Yep, and we have plan comparison tools where we can enter all the prescriptions, and it's going to give us a listing of plans that's going to, based on cost and things like that for somebody too. We have lots of tools to use.
So I know that you have these webinars that are going to be coming up soon.
Yes.
And you're going to have them on your Facebook page.
Check our Facebook page.
Like, when is that going to start? When are you going to start that?
They're going to start next month. They'll start the first half of October and on through AEP. Yeah.
So you know what, guys?
Keep checking back.
This is. Well, Medicare is somewhere along lines.
Medicare's
Feels
in the
a little bit, but more so than anything, it's that season. You could feel it anyway, changing, and you will start getting mail. You're going to start getting more and more on television. You're going to see a lot of the different people, and usually there are ones that you can relate to. Like you like.
Oh, they're athletes and movie stars and things like that. But you're still going to a call center somewhere else. You're not going to. By the way, you're not going to talk when you call that number. You're not going to talk to that movie star or that athlete. Everybody knows that, I hope.
You may not.
So you're going to get a call center person to talk to. I'm not an athlete or a movie star, but when you call me, I'll talk to you.
He's more educated, that's for sure. He's gotten so educated for everybody to know exactly what their needs are for coming up Medicare season.
Yeah.
So the phone number to call direct is 602-541-7656. Toll free, it's 800-506-8810. He services the entire Southwest. Go up on his website. It's TapestryInsuranceGroup.com. Also, you can go on the Facebook, which is also Tapestry Insurance Group. You're going to see all of the webinars that he's got coming up. It's a free service to you. Again, every day is Medicare. What do you want to say? You say it. You leave them off with it.
Give us a call. Information is power. So give us a call. Let's talk.
And you guys want to know, we want to say it every day when we're here with him. It's every day is a Medicare day. Woohoo! Michael Henderson from TapestryInsuranceGroup.com.
Yay!